guys, my name is Tryon and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be answering the question, is spray sunscreen as effective as lotion sunscreen? There's a lot of pros and cons to both suntan lotions or sunscreens, whatever you call them. I know they're called a bunch of different things in a lot of different areas. So I've been, weighing the pros and cons to each of them, and which there are, a lot of pros to spray sunscreen, a lot of cons to spray sunscreen, so on and so forth. So I am just going to tell you what I've gathered from each of them. Starting off, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of some spray sunscreen. Now, just looking at this, it has a seal, a spray seal, so you can honestly just twist this open and then lock it for when you're done with it, so there's no spray, leaking out, there's no product leaking out, there's, nothing where you squeeze it too hard and it comes out in your bag or wherever. This is very safe, and it's kind of metal, so it's really not going to be able to be squeezed unless it's punctured by something really hard, so then you might have a problem. But it's also very easy to put on. Spray sunscreen is great for kids who are constantly running around and who don't want to get the lotion everywhere and spend all of 5 minutes just trying to cover them up. Spray sunscreen's good. Just turn around, let me get your belly, let me get your back and stuff. And it's also good for people who are on the go or who can't really be bothered with having, greasy hands or anything, that having lotion sunscreen entails. So some of the bad things about spray sunscreen is that you may miss some spots. It's kind of true, depending on how close or how far you are away from your skin will determine how much product you actually get. It advertises on here that you should spray within 6 inches, so obviously not too close to your skin and obviously not too far away. But when you are spraying, it's kind of hard to get an even coating. So that's where, products like the lotion sunscreen come into hand, literally come into hand. You put some on your hand and just rub it in, and you can see for yourself, like the places where lotion got and lotion didn't get. So with sunscreen, you just spray it on and, kind of rub it in, but you don't really see, this place didn't get as much, or this place, got a lot of coverage. So that's kind of where spray sunscreen can kind of go wrong. Also, you're not going to want to put spray sunscreen on your face. They do advise you to spray a little bit on your fingers and then rub in, but even so, that can kind of get your hands in a greasy mess. And kind of spraying over your face with an aerosol can is not really recommended anywhere. Also, spray sunscreen can have alcohol in the formula, and depending on your skin type, your skin can be very sensitive to alcohol in topical solutions such as sunscreen, so definitely beware. So another thing about spray sunscreens are that it can leave a rather stickier residue as opposed to lotion-based sunscreens. Lotion is just kind of made to, depending on if it has oil and depending on the ingredients in it, it can leave a greasy residue, but really not for long. Whereas spray sunscreens, they can be definitely on the stickier side, depending on the brand. Also, like I said, it does contain alcohol, so those fumes can kind of, if you have a sensitive nose, if you have sensitive skin, that can kind of interfere. However, when it comes to getting a spray sunscreen or a lotion sunscreen, the most important thing about it is applying it correctly. We don't buy it for reasons other than just to protect us from the sun. So yes, spray sunscreens may be more portable and more, logical for little kids in some ways, but also, lotion sunscreens, they provide almost the same amount of protection. So when it comes to choosing either or, you just want to apply them correctly. Spray sunscreens can get as much protection as a lotion sunscreen if you apply it correctly. That means spraying it 6 inches away from whatever limb, whatever body part you're trying to cover, and rubbing it in and making sure everything is fully covered. Same goes with lotion, because you can miss some spots with the lotion. However, the lotion is kind of makes it more detectable for you to see what places you got and what places you didn't get. Also, when it comes to protecting your face, I always like to choose a completely different product that specializes in facial skin protection. So that's why I get Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Cover Broad Spectrum 100% SPF or 100 SPF. I know a lot of people say, the SPFs, they don't matter after 50. It's all the same coverage. So be it. In my heart, I feel more comfortable knowing that this is 100+ SPF, because the last thing I want is wrinkles and sunspots and and I already have freckles, so I don't need any more. I definitely don't want any more. You may want to choose a product that is special for your skin type. I use a different product for my face, and my face is prone to breakouts. So you might want to choose a lotion, that may not have oil or, may treat for dry skin. Also, when choosing a sunscreen, you want it to be waterproof. And waterproof doesn't mean, I can apply it once and go in the water, go in the bay, go in the lake, or go in the shore, go in the pool, and not, have to apply it again. That's not true. As much as it may say waterproof or sweatproof, you may want to reapply right when you get back out of the water. So regardless if you go in the water or not, reapply sunscreen every 3 hours, because that's very crucial for your protection of your skin. Another good thing to look for when looking for sunscreen is the broad spectrum SPF. Now there's two kinds of rays, UVA and UVB rays. UVA rays get into the dermis of your skin, and UVB rays get into the epidermis of your skin. And I'll put up a clip of that right now. So that just means that the sun's rays gets into the first layer of skin and also the second layer of skin. And one ray is a lot stronger than the other one. So when it comes to broad spectrum sunscreen, you're going to want to get the one that does say broad spectrum. It's another layer of protection for you when protecting your skin. So I would definitely recommend Copper Tone Sport, because even if you're not running around, you're still sweating, especially in the sun. And like I said, not all waterproof sunscreens are waterproof. I mean, for the most part, they're like water resistant. But I mean, when you take a shower, it comes off anyway. So any topical lotion, especially something weaker like a topical spray, will come off in the water. So honestly, one is easier to put on and the other one isn't. One takes more time, one doesn't. One's more maintenance and the other one isn't. And it really all depends on preference. They're each the same SPF when it comes to Copper Tone Spray and Copper Tone Lotion. However, it all depends on what you prefer. So like I said, the most important thing is just how you apply it. And hopefully with the spray, you get all your missed spots. Your missed spots are especially under the armpits, this area. You're going to want to reapply right on your nose. Your shoulders are a big one because they're constantly being exposed, unlike mine are now, as well as the back, the top of your back. That gets a lot of sun. So I really hope this helps anyone. I know summer's kind of coming to a close, but anyone who has been wanting to have an answer to this question, here it is. It doesn't depend on the spray sunscreen or the lotion sunscreen. It just depends on how you apply it, and that is all that matters on how you protect yourself from the sun's rays. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.